I'm just starting to wonder if we don't actually know that old Joe Biden dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of these people, like, they got these like strange handles.
Today's a possibility.
This Outlaw Jackson guy, like, there's a chance
yeah,
I might actually know that fucking guy.
He could be real.
I hope I don't.
He could
he's
be
a
real.
Weird ass on the internet.
He could be real.
It's live, boss.
He could be real. Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Seems to be like 125. Like, I don't know about that. But these are like troll accounts.
He could be real. We might know him.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, Scott says 555. It's a We All Go Now Wednesday! Roll that shit, Livingston man! That's not it. That's not it. Good time.
We all go die. We all go
It's a We All Go Now Wednesday. Wow. Johnny Preps, Ed K, Sunset, Ghost Lincoln, Nostradamus, K, Paul. I already said Johnny Prep. Prepping Mantis, what's good? Kia Chris in the house. How's everybody doing tonight? Santiago, what's good, my brother? Tracy K, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday, and obviously
might have been a little hot.
Obviously, you know, this is why we used to do Tuesday nights, because it was obviously practice for Wednesdays.
Every single time.
Oh man,
that damn B cam button shouldn't be.
Yeah, no, but he's got a good quality B cam this evening.
Don't mind me, I got the silliest, you guys.
That's funny. And congratulations, Livingston man. I don't know why, but congratulations.
Not
to
sure
you.
what I did. But
he wore his Mick shirt tonight.
worried.
Yeah, Outlaw. Yeah, no, we're still accepting donations to add color to the live streams here. Someday we hope to get on color television.
StreamYard charges extra for that. Fucking silver subscription. You can have color.
Yeah, this is it.
You can have color in your fucking.
No, we gotta upgrade to gold to get color back. Jan Rudd, good evening. Welcome to the over apparent shit show that is We All Gonna Die Wednesday this evening.
It's called Gallows here.
Yeah. Hey, if anybody's a pilot, you know, these guys are interested.
Whatever it is that I did, I want you to know that I worked really hard at it, and it took a lot of work, and without your guys' continued, support and encouragement, whatever it is that Hunter is congratulating me for, it would never have been possible. So. Give yourselves congratulations to y'all.
Yeah, thank you, y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah. Hooroo TV, welcome. He remembers black and white TV. Yeah, time machine here. Total time warp. Mrs. B Local Leah, good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
The real reason for the black and white is the killer contrast. We don't need to worry about
just hiding the bags under my eyes tonight.
And all we need is good light. We don't need to worry about like what color and stuff. Trying to color match this room is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
The lights burn everything out. It's terrible.
Outlaw says Canadian Prepper has color.
Yeah, he can check his fucking privilege. Go
Yeah.
fight a foreign war. 5.
This is why we don't have free healthcare or color in the live stream.
And we're proud of it. Tell you what, I may not have teeth, but wait till some desert person gets some American firepower up their ass. They'll know what I'm talking about.
Moldy, I thought it was cool, man. I thought it was cool. The black and white it's a different kind of vibe, you know. Dark mode, yeah.
It's classy.
Yeah. This is what's the Angry Prepper call it? The RNN. I'm an RNN correspondent, you know. Yeah, I gotta represent. So we do the black and white here.
This way too, there's no gray area. Okay, like see.
Yeah, that Cajun. That's why we don't have free healthcare.
No, bombs for Palestine, bro.
Yeah. We gotta send everything everywhere. And
I saw this
police
person made this joke. They were like, you know, it's funny how you got to pay money to see people, and somebody was like, what do you mean, like your Tinder subscription? He was like, not glasses, bro.
Whoops. Ooh, man, that's a rough one. Is this on the verge of racism? No, I'm not racist.
Well, I mean, I'm always, right on the. I walk the line, man. Like,
he's terrible. No, man, I'm not racist whatsoever.
Racism implies hate. And,
no, I have no hate in my heart for anybody. It doesn't. Your color doesn't matter. The content of your character does to me. Honestly.
Don't go down this hole.
I don't even know where to take the stream tonight.
That comment was bait.
No, K-Paul.
Don't start talking about racism. Hey, boss, as your attorney, I'm going to advise you don't start talking about racism.
Charlie Alpha Tango. No. We still here. We're still doing the things.
Unfortunately, God, this is taking forever. Worst biblical prophecy ever.
Nobody said it would be fast. Charlie Alpha Tango, bills, taxes, all that stuff.
Listen, I hate to break it to you, but you could actually just stop. You could do that.
Yeah. Exactly, Johnny Preps. There's no color here at all whatsoever. This is just black and white. That's right and wrong.
Who's wrong?
I'm always wrong, according to the boss and wife. Yes. K-Paul says, I'm gray anyway. I identify as a man. I was just joking. See, I told you, K-Paul's good dude, man.
That's fine.
K-Paul's all good.
You know who's not a good dude? That fucking incel trolling the channel. Look, racist.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, enough about it.
I died, then I died some more, says Prepper Book Club.
We all gonna die Wednesday.
Yeah. Nobody gets out of life alive. Nobody.
And you can't take it with you either.
No. So live it up while you're here, man. Live it up while you're here. Don't ever take advice from Livingston, man. He said on a live stream months ago, max out your credit cards because we're all gonna die. Well, I'm still alive and now have to declare bankruptcy. I said the thing, you did the thing. What am I, Charles Manson here? Like, that's ridiculous, you know. Oh, man. Patty S. says, Pinball showed a video this morning, obviously fake, having Biden saying we're going to war and instituting the draft.
Two kinds of people.
AI,
ones who will not accept the draft and ones who will be way too eager. Give me the gun. Let's go.
AI is going to be a problem. It's not perfect yet, but they're working on it.
It's why the 2024 election is going to be an absolute failure.
Potentially. But I think, especially the voice AI, we can make somebody say anything in audio. And then if you have the right processing power, if the right people do this stuff, you're not going to know what you're seeing isn't real.
The processing power you're talking about can be found in an S23 or the latest iPhone.
Yeah, well, for the most part, they can make something pretty believable. I don't know if you guys have seen the AI video that's floating around of the car on fire in the middle of the street and the guy's running the cursor over it and the flames go wherever he moves the cursor. It's gonna be a problem because you can
digital video editing
make things look way worse than they are.
Digital video editing, especially in the hands of the general public. I mean, it used to be it was only Hollywood and the news that could lie to us.
Yeah, now anybody can.
With open source video editing software and common apps for phones and stuff, you can make this shit yourself. Like,
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
brother sent me a video of Donald Trump like singing a song, and like it looked like
Yeah, he was definitely singing the song.
that was just Wayne with an app, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Technology can do some incredible things, and your imagination will actually fill in the gaps. Because if you take something in just as seeing is believing. You saw the shit. It really happened. That they're look at it. Here it is. It's real. It's right here.
or subconsciously, that's what you remember. Like,
Yeah.
It's a lot of people don't trust media. They probably in the chat right now talking about, I don't listen to that shit.
Well, even old Joe
New
Biden
age
says he doesn't
propaganda.
trust anything unless his handlers tell him. See.
You know, you gotta have a food. You gotta have. It's the equivalent of like the emperor having a food taster. Like, is this gonna kill me? No. Like, find out if it kills that guy first, and then eat it.
Yeah. Micro Wolf says, I just got a pair of night vision. I'm ready for war.
That's all you need.
I don't ever want a war, bro.
Motherfuckers running around in broad daylight with their multicam and their nods on their head, looking ridiculous. Like, get shot by a deer hunter because it looks like they have antlers.
Yeah, I don't ever want a war, man. I hope. I really hope it never comes to it because
imagine
I don't
foraging
wanna,
for berries in full battle rattle. Like,
I don't want to have to be that person, Livingston, man, because I don't know if I could ever turn that off. Once you turn that primal survive instinct on in some people, it doesn't switch off. I guess that's my biggest fear is.
in the ultimate SHTF scenario, there
You'd never turn it off,
right?
I guess.
And not in your
right?
life. Maybe your kids could shut it off if we do it right. I mean, old Joe Biden would know those NV goggles. Listen, boss, you're gonna need like F-16 fighter jets who will take on the United States government, right? You don't even have nukes, loser.
Night vision isn't what you think it is. However, for the average person, I can tell you that having that psionics aurora for me is a total game changer at night. It's not perfect, and its battery life is what worries me the most because I think you only get about 2 hours or so out of a charge on that thing. But I'll just buy some more Fujifilm batteries and fill that gap. But you got to order those things now, man, because I worry about the way things are going. If everything goes global, like they're saying it may, and the way it looks as if it may, supply chains are going to be a big freaking problem. When the flow of the cheap crap that we've been getting from overseas forever cease to come here, it's going to be a problem, and we don't have the manufacturing capabilities that we used to back in the day. And I don't think you see how long it takes to build anything nowadays. Have you seen them pave a road or anything like that? It takes fucking forever. It's just red tape galore, and to get these factories and things built that would produce this stuff is going to take too fucking long, and by then
authoritarian measures.
Yeah, and hey,
when people get tired of red tape, they start to lean toward authoritarianism.
Yeah.
A get her done type. He cuts through red tape. He gets shit done. And then we were talking earlier, and I said what I fear for America is in the proverbial sense. That we will be perpetually stuck in this. So let's start at the beginning. Trump gets elected. Like, I'm talking about Trump as an idea, not the guy.
Okay.
That
idea.
Right. And then because then people, there was a backlash against it. You get a Biden, and then everybody's like, ugh, tired of that. Nope. So then they elect a Trump, and then we're stuck in this. This is what a two-party system gets you. There's other parties out there, but because they don't have money, another big problem with American politics, you never really. These guys go out and they talk themselves up, or better, what I love is when they instead of saying good things about yourself, you just shit talk your opponent.
Yeah.
But it's always about, oh, he's got $50 million in the war chest, and that basically means that whoever has the most money in that fucking box
Is going to buy the presidency.
Is going to win. You have to look between the lines and see what's going on here. Like, the big money, why does it even...
steering everything.
At what point, like, I grew up, propaganda books, as I now understand them to have been, where, like, anyone can be president.
The propaganda books.
this bullshit idea of American democracy or a constitutional republic. Our government is flawless and so beautiful. Anyone can throw their hat in the ring and become president. Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah.
Okay, if your ass ain't related to like Washington's, Livingston's, or fucking somebody like that, goodbye. Obama was the one time they allowed that shit, and they were like, never again with that shit. We gave you all your black president, now shut up. And they did. So the entire machine, it's no different.
Right on, Vision.
We've said before, I said before, that our current political system is nothing more than an extension of the crown, rich people, aristocracy, noble shit that we rebelled against. It's the same. Mm-hmm. It's the same, and arguably it was better under the crown. One stupid colonist.
They were a whole Atlantic Ocean away.
And they still show up with mad redcoats as soon as 13 guys in Boston had some muskets.
Well, Boston's known to be a bunch of rebel rouses.
You know what I mean? So it's
Mo Prepper, what's good, my brother? Welcome to the We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Modern America inherited all the best traits of all the worst actors of World War II.
Yes. And so are you... Do you think that they have like the perfect blend of... they took everything from the Germans in World War II, right? And what was it, Operation Paperclip?
They got all the Nazi, they got the rocket scientists.
Right. So they got all that stuff, and then they also, which is not very often talked about, did the same with Japanese, right? And they took those guys, and they were like, hey. Now we have the perfect blend of the two, right? The craziest Japanese scientists and the craziest German scientists, and we put them all to work together years ago. I'm sure most of them are dead and gone by now. But they created things that live on today.
It was a case that what these people knew and or were capable of was a greater, it was more of a common good thing. It outweighed any ethical concerns. The pioneers in ESA, like Werner von Braun especially, like everybody points to him, like, he was the guy that invented the V2 rocket that they used to terror bomb London and stuff, but at the same time, he did that work, but it wasn't like what he was trying to do. He was trying to go to Mars.
Right. But ended up making something
at the end of the war, we were like, come work for us. You want to go to Mars, homie? We want to go to Mars too. Matter of fact, why don't you come chill with us? Well, he's like, I did some bad things. They're like, we didn't see anything. And in the Japanese case, in the Pacific theater, they scapped up guys that were involved with biological weapons and stuff like this.
Yeah.
I believe it was called Unit 731. You can look this up. That guy was the guy that headed this evil unit that was doing unethical medical experiments.
Not so good stuff.
It was the head of like what became the CDC. All right. Everything about our modern world has its root in the end of World War II and how geopolitics was divided up, what factions were where, which people were allowed to get scapped up. But it all boils down to that. North Korea.
So do you think today's actions, the things going on in the world today, are a result of grudges held since then in some
cases?
Always
happens. North Korea, the animosity between the United States and Russia, Israel. Israel was born in Israel was born back in the Bible.
Right.
The modern state of Israel was founded in 1946, about a year after World War II ended. All of the Hebrew population of Europe had just endured the Holocaust.
Right.
And went home to Israel as they knew it. Starting the conflict we know today, the Middle East conflict as we know it, this is what happened when a people were displaced, and then they were like, well, then we just want our own homeland. They're like, well, then go there. And then they did, and then everybody had a fucking problem with it. And all of this stuff was all the way back to when World War II ended. Why North Korea hates Japan. Why China and Japan and the United States and China and Russia don't even really see eye to eye. They had a split.
Right. But they have vested interest in each other, right? Neighbors. Got to get along.
China probably thinks it could take Russia, and probably could.
They got enough people to, for sure. I mean, just man for man. You know, if you just took all the men in China and sent them into Russia, they'd be speaking Chinese in no time.
But the only ones that have really gotten over the end of World War II is like Europe, the part of it that was shattered by the war. Like
right.
Germany breeds like its guilt into like its children. Like Germans are like, we did it, we're fucking sorry. But the Japanese are interesting because they don't teach that. It's not even brought up in Japanese history class. If you go ahead and
exist. Yeah.
If you go ahead and research that, maybe you'll find it. But
yeah, they're blanking out the history that you don't really want told, right?
They're like, yeah, well.
Yeah, there's a lot of cases of that. You know,
I'm sorry you found
the genocide of the Native American Indians, for instance.
Everybody's got their dark shit, and it depends. I don't know what sort of reparations you could ever pay to humanity, like especially.
No.
But blaming the sons and daughters for the sins of the mother and father is never fair, and all of us who live in today's world are blamed and blame others for the so-called sins of their mothers and fathers. Yeah. And the whole world's carved up that way because motherfuckers can't just get over the fact.
Huru TV says The Running Man film from '87 with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Richard Dawson, and Jesse Ventura predicted or predated AI deepfake technologies.
Jesse Ventura is not even real, dude.
Jesse Ventura is deepfake technology, bro. But he was the mayor of, he was the governor of Minnesota, wasn't he? Yeah, he was governor.
Well, Mr. Zero's a expert on the state of Israel. Yeah, he's talking about the British mandatory Palestine. Now, this was a whole a complicated thing in and of itself, because back then the Brits owned fucking all that.
Right.
Had huge influence, even in Iran, Iraq, like the entire Middle East. Like, not only did they have oil, but they was chilling with the caliphs.
They were very Americanized back then.
It was when the Islamic Revolution happened in Iran, I think. I want to say 1979, when the Ayatollah and his people came out, mullah, and all that.
Yeah.
But before that, Iran was essentially like
a Western
English
nation
colony.
Yeah.
You know? I know a bit of history, but sometimes I paraphrase and/or embellish. You know,
Jesse the Body. That's right. Vision preparedness. Jesse the Body Ventura.
I remember that guy. Barely.
Yeah.
I'm that old. I know Jesse the Body Ventura.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
All right, how old am I? My first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 4.
Ooh.
If you know what that means, you're on board.
I know what it means, but I couldn't even tell you. I didn't get to watch very many WrestleManias.
WWF when it was the thing
stuff,
back then.
Man, we was po. We didn't have pay-per-view. We get to hear all the cool stuff that happened from the kids at school the next day.
All right. So
Mr. Zero says Germantown, best history teachers back in the day. Yeah.
Who?
Mr. Zero went to Germantown.
No, who?
He says who was the best history teacher.
Yeah, which one?
Conspiracy Theories with Jesse Ventura was an absolutely awesome show.
I'm going to date this person.
Outlaw Jackson.
I know Mr. Zero now. I feel like I'm going to know you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Might know him. Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan, says Vision Preparedness. Whoa!
Yo,
talk about the Wayback Machine.
Dude, that was WrestleMania 3, and Hulk Hogan body slammed him at the Pontiac Superdome. Oh, yeah. I was too young.
yeah.
I caught the highlight from that. Yo, he did it.
Wow.
All you saw was flash bulbs going off. Remember when those were a thing?
Yeah. The Polaroid camera.
Mr. Zero better say the right answer to that question, because I had 3 history teachers in that same school. Mr. Zero, show yourself, coward. I wish I could get him to call.
I've been to Germany. Those people talk like they need Metamucil. Mr. Mossman, says Mrs. B. Local.
He was a good social studies teacher, but I didn't learn the most about politics and geo stuff. There was a guy. There was a dude who was my man, and
Charlie,
Mr. Mossman was a great teacher.
I agree with that statement, Charlie. Jesse Ventura's best movie was the Predator movie.
No, when he was on that one episode of the X-Files, dude, he played a Men in Black. He was awesome. You didn't see anything. He was on some you saw. What you saw was swamp gas reflecting from the planet.
Ohio is real.
The fuck it is. No, it's just
I've
like
been there, bro.
We're gonna get banned for misinformation for the shit.
Yeah.
Ohio is real.
Oh man. When we did a little pregame live stream tonight with some of the members, and the Livingston Man was going through the channel while I was live from the cell phone here, and what the heck was it? There's some kind of like warning against the channel. I don't remember what the heck it was. Apparently, we had shared some
It was like some
news
footage.
article, and there was
music as a background of the footage.
and we didn't mute their video before we played it. And on our end here in the studio, if we bring up anything like that on the internet, we cannot hear what comes through to you guys. So totally took me by surprise when he played it back for me. I was like, holy shit, where the hell did that come from?
I didn't know what they were talking about. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm
Yeah.
like, this was on the news channel. Like, it's a free article. It's open source, and then but
they were playing music in the
video,
background, and YouTube and music they don't mix unless you make it yourself. And even in that case, you may have to fight some people for your content.
Hey,
because they'll claim it as their own.
Charlie 153, do me a favor, stop ruining my childhood, okay? Hulk Hogan picked that 500-pound motherfucker up and body slammed his ass of his own free will. Andre the Giant had no control over what Hulk Hogan's 24-inch pythons. Blow, okay? Because, previous in the match, he tried it once. He tested him out. You could watch the footage. I ain't bullshitting. And he was like, he was like, oh, okay. And then later on, he said, nighty night. And then he dropped the leg on him, pinned him for the 1, the 2, and the 3. Good night, Andre the Giant. Fuck him if he let it happen. He's the one that let that happen.
And don't forget, train, say your prayers, and eat your vitamins. Eric M1RV, good evening, my friend. Good evening. Welcome to the We All Gonna Die
this
Wednesday.
guy's in here talking about NWO Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
It's called hate.
Listen, we've had these chats turn to spam. Here we have gone down the WWE NWO rabbit hole here.
That's it.
The original
Tracy
Hulk
K
Hogan.
said your age is showing, Livingston, man. You gotta keep it together, bro. Keep it together. Keep it together.
I'm a lot younger than I act.
He hung out with all the old kids.
I remember when
he went blind from the chains.
I remember when Brutus the Barber Beefcake got his face smashed in by Lex Luger. He had that fucking steel plate in his arm, was bashing everybody. They were like, "What's going on here?" And they like X-rayed his arm, and they're like, "Oh man, he's got a steel plate." And they made him wear a pad on it, and he stayed taking it off and smashing people anyway.
Huru TV says the late '80s was a good era for action films. The Running Man, Predator, Lethal Weapon, RoboCop, Die Hard were my favorites.
Oh, you left off Commando, every Rambo movie. Come on, bro. But I feel he's right.
Yeah.
I think are right. I don't know.
I think the late '80s, early *90s was like
blow off some steam, baby.
Well, no, I think it was the last poof of inspiration from humanity.
I was 6 years old.
I really do.
I was 6 years old. I watched Arnold Schwarzenegger jam a steam pipe through a dude, and he said a joke.
Yeah.
He said, "Blow off the steam, Bennett." And that shit was like apparently funny, like, you know what I mean? Like, so why are we violent and crazy and like jaded to?
I think that was our last blip of inspiration. They said it was the 60s and the 70s, but I think it was really the 80s and the 90s. That was kind of when it all fizzled out. You
Like
know?
John
They had
Wayne-
cell phones created then. They had everything, computers, everything was created then, and then that was it's just the same shit evolved now. That's all we get now.
There's the original wave of Hollywood where they actually made original movies, and everything after that is a rehash, reboot, remix, reinterpret it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Please stop ruining movies, Hollywood. Whenever y'all get your writer's strike figured out, somebody's sitting home right now talking about, I got the best sequel ever, bro. No, you fucking don't.
It's called fan fiction.
Go flush it down the toilet. Stop.
Listen, your movie went past the trilogy like you done too
Outlaw,
much.
yeah, 85 to 95. That's that was it, man. We've fizzled out. Elon Musk like sucked all of the brain power out of everybody, and now he is the brain.
I love movies that really twist your mind. So it's gonna be like.
Have you ever watched the movie? I watched it ages ago, but you want to talk about a real mind bender? Memento. It's about a guy who has no short-term memory. He only has long-term memory. Yeah.
So he smokes mad weed.
No. It's worse than that.
He can recite a conversation from
that.
5 years ago, word for word.
So-
but I remember what he did today.
It's really weird because the whole movie
I
plays
am that
out
guy.
like kind of backwards but twisted. Wild.
Huh, what's it called?
Memento was the name of the movie. It was a pretty epic mind bender. I mean, that's before all the AI and everything. That's just, you know.
I got my favorite movies in it. There's movies that I'm not a big movie person.
Me either.
So much more of a music person. Like, I'll delve deep into, like, albums and fucking musicians and shit. But as for me, movies, shallow depth, great movies that, like, blew me away. Inception.
Yeah.
Of course, The Matrix. The original one, there's three of them. But the first Matrix. Me and my buddy went to see it in the theater when it was new, and walked out the theater like touching shit. Like,
is it real?
Yeah, like blew me away. You know, and then of course my favorite movies are like older. Like I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit is my favorite movie ever.
There you go.
I can recite the entire
Rabbit.
thing. Please, Eddie. Tell me how many people you know in your life that can do that.
You are the one, Livingston, man. You were it.
Where's your sense of humor?
No, that movie was hilarious. No, I was never really a big movie guy.
Not so much. We go see Saw, the first one again.
Independence Day.
Independence Day,
That was a
amazing,
good
epic.
one. That was a good one.
Saving Private Ryan, huge cinematic like masterpiece, violent and crazy, yes, but again, like, you know, big movies blow your mind, like, whoa, over the top. This new stuff they're doing, everything's green screen and fake. You can't blame the actors for giving a shit performance. You know what they're doing?
Standing in front of a room
green,
like this.
the whole room is green.
Yeah.
And they have to act like the shit that's not there is there.
POTB, what's good? He says, Big Trouble in Little China. POTB, give us the skinny. Are we all gonna die?
Oh, Woody
Today the
Woodpecker?
day?
I can't do it. Nope.
No.
Something like that, to paraphrase. Movies are pretty gay. All right, well, let's...
Well,
Yeah, I mean...
I'm not,
Brokeback Mountain, especially.
No,
Damn.
the movie. Big Trouble in Little China.
Yo, bro, can I just say, and I ain't trying to be phobic in any rate, but I'm just, my own, I felt assaulted, okay? Because they was like this, I'm going to go here. They're like, you got to see this Brokeback Mountain. It's beautiful. It's like, it's a story of like, you know, not only is it a coming of age, but it's a, you know, a transformative story. You're going to follow these guys on a journey. So it's a beautiful bonding experience. Then I watched the movie and the motherfucker said, spit in another man's ass. And I said, I was like, turn this off. And they're like, it's beautiful. I was like, let me do that to you.
And we just got flushed down the toilet bowl. Gone in 60 seconds. I don't
had
even
to
think
be
that
sent.
was 60 seconds.
The Sandlot forever.
Yeah, that's iconic.
You play ball like a girl. Everybody's like dead. Like, oh no.
Smalls
Right,
for the win. Smalls for the win.
I'm sorry that Brokeback Mountain did that. I didn't ask them for that, and they didn't tell me. I'm talking the wrong camera. I'm not taking it back.
The Goonies.
I was the victim. The Goonies. Oh my.
Now we're gonna have a half an hour of movie titles. This is it. I see it coming.
At least it didn't go to spam. Like
I see it coming. I see it coming. I want to apologize now to Angry Prepper and everybody else that this carries over to, because this train, once it starts, there's no fucking stopping it. There's no stopping it.
You've been bad. Come on, man. The Goonies also. It's our time down here, you guys. It's their time up there. What? Yeah. Shut up, Mikey, you nerd.
Weird Science. Yes, Moldy.
I misses the shit where they would watch the movie, like the Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
Love that, too, because it's funny. Like, it's like, you're not really watching the movie, you're watching these guys rag.
Tell them Large Marge said.
Oh boy, now we got on the movies. See?
Yeah, it's going. Like I said, Angry. I'm sorry, anybody who comes live after this, it's not gonna stop.
He said Howard the Duck. Stop. That's possibly the most bizarre.
The Watchmen. What's good, my brother?
Listen,
the world is burning, and we have.
We're watching shit movies.
Yeah, we're talking movie titles.
Guilty pleasure. On the same vein as Roger Rabbit. I don't know how many of y'all seen Cool World.
Cool World. No, never heard of her.
It's got Kim Basinger and Kevin Costner in it. And he's a detective and she's a cartoon and she seduces. Like, he has sex with a cartoon and, like, she sucks him into the cartoon. It's, like, a twisted, weird movie. It's very interesting. The Dick Tracy. Oh, man, that shit was cool, too. All right, enough. It's We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Now we all gonna watch movies.
Jay Creature.
Favorite movie, bro?
Who knows?
Ghostbusters was halfway.
What was that? What was the movie? The Burbs?
Oh my God, with Tom Hanks and then Corey Feldman was in it.
All worried about the neighbor, the Burbs.
That was the precursor to King of the Hill, though, like, if you think about it. Yeah, the dude, like, the ex-special forces guy was there.
The Burbs.
And then at the end, the motherfuckers did that shit. Oh, that was a fucking cool movie. I like that movie.
Watcher in the Woods.
Ferris Bueller annoys me because I can't stand Matthew Broderick. Like, I look at him and I don't like him. He's so annoying. You ever seen him? When he was in The Cable Guy and he's like,
Money Pit, that was a good one too.
The Cable Guy is a cool movie.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Cable Guy.
It wasn't supposed to be funny.
No.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Think about what he's doing.
Psycho.
Knocking on my face. Steven?
Psycho.
Steven? Steven! My lisp is gone. Then he punched him in the face.
The Lighthouse, Mo Prepper. That is some whacked out movie. I watched a portion of it, and I just couldn't. I was like, yo, all right, I'm out. Wild.
I never heard of that.
Wild Spies Like Us.
And of course, we're sleeping on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, because Christmas movie, it's niche, but talking about Christmas, if we're talking Christmas movies, possibly the greatest one ever made.
Yep.
Honestly, another movie, a good movie is one I can recite like from the beginning to the end. I don't need to have it on. I can just tell you the movie. That's
Enlisted Prepper says, what do you think about mix matching camo tops with solid bottoms or solid tops with camo pants? I think it's perfectly acceptable. You just want to break up your outline. Throw a boonie hat in with anything. You can brush yourself in and disappear, man. I'm with it.
Are we talking about camouflage?
Yeah.
There's a whole theory behind it.
Mix matching camo tops with solid bottoms or vice versa.
There's different ways that you can camouflage too. It almost ends up being philosophical. It's like art. Me and my father-in-law used to have in-depth discussions about camouflage. Different ways.
Right.
Essentially, what you're trying to do is not be seen.
break up your pattern yourself.
So that in that regard, you don't always have to do that. We decided that perhaps if you were something very small near something very large, you aren't noticed. It's not seen.
Yeah.
So and
true.
there are
Very
other ways
true.
to break up outlines and stuff. You can dazzle, where you're seen,
But you blend in so
but
much
you
nobody
don't.
notices.
But you don't look like what you are. So it becomes, instead of concealment, it becomes an illusion.
Okay.
You can get really deep with like deception and camouflage, which is what camouflage is.
Right. I know you.
Camouflage camouflage in the right circumstances: tan pants, an orange shirt, and a ladder.
Yeah. Very, very true. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. It's all about your circumstance, right?
All you're trying to do is make what you look like not what you look like.
Yeah.
That made a whole lot of sense, and I liked it. Yeah, and you can quote him. Ace Ventura, nobody said it. Come on, did they? They didn't.
Jay Creature says, coyotes sometimes defeat my home security. Great camo until the sensor lights light them up. Yeah, that's true.
Because they have that spectrum of hair. The infrared bounces off of it. Please.
Maximum Overdrive. Virginia Bushcrafter, good evening. The movie Explorers with the Aliens.
Can I ask you a question? Do you have a mint?
No pants. No one's going to be looking for you.
Perhaps some Banaka. Yo, all right. So people walking around wearing camo, like
the new army tank covers.
Why'd you?
The hatches, that they're building over top of them for anti-drone, so they can't drop anything down to the hatch. Yeah.
Lessons learned. You see what they're doing?
Man, smart. I saw that the IDF is doing that to all of their main battle tanks. They're putting the anti-drone cages on top of them. You gotta learn.
That's where they're watching. They're watching the evolution of warfare happen. Like
Jay Creature says, if we're on an old man movie kick, can I suggest Better Off Dead? Short Circuit and the Kremlins.
I remember Red Dawn, but the rest of these Gremlins. Ah, man, corny.
The
Critters.
Gremlins.
It was Critters for me. Bugging. Like
Spider Holes.
I hated Freddy Krueger in him too. I was a Jason Voorhees, sort of unstoppable juggernaut kind of fan.
So
I guess.
when I was a kid on the weekends,
let's be honest, you're not watching a horror movie because you're a fan of the fucking victims. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like you're watching a fucking horror movie because you're a fan of the killer.
We used to go on the weekends and raid the video cave. And we would get back into the horror section
for the fucking
that's
children.
That's what we did with our weekends was
for the children. There was Video
movies.
Cave before there was Blockbuster, and before there was Netflix, there was Blockbuster.
Yeah, it's true.
You used to have to physically go there, and they would charge you money if you didn't rewind the
tape.
VHS tape. And I know I've lost half.
Yeah, but us and the homies would get a collection together. We'd all chores all week to get a couple bucks together to go rent some movies.
Rewind and VHS.
Be kind, please rewind.
And would charge you money if you don't do it. And then you had this special device in your house that would rewind the tapes because you take it out of the VCR and you put it in the rewinder.
Oh no! We used the VCR for everything. Yeah.
That's why you burnt out your motor. Cost yourself $1,000.
Video store back room chick.
Dude, I'm like, bro. All right, so serious, real story. At when Video Cave had its premises, where
Dusk Till Dawn. Yes, Charlie.
Remember when Video Cave had the dope ass building, like wherever? Oh my god, I can't.
It used to be the across the street from where Tractor Supply is right
yes.
now. That was its last stop before it died.
You walk in there, shit was dope. All right, so I'm like 11 years old. No, I'm talking about the one that was like Eminem.
See, Mr. Zero knows.
I walk in, I'm like 11 years old, and they got this area with the beads, and it's all cool. So I just walk in there because I'm like, oh, this looks cool. And it is porn. Of course, my father's like, that's my boy. And, everybody's going mad about it and shit. But,
the spicy section with the beads in the door.
That's the one.
Yes, Prepper Book Club. Yes.
I literally just described
Mo
it.
Prepper's first job was at a Blockbuster. That's awesome.
Before that, there was Video Cave, and Video Cave was freaking awesome.
Yeah, I was there, man. I was there.
You lived like right out back.
Video Cave, yeah.
It's amazing we didn't know each other sooner, really. Like,
Yeah,
James
Hooroo,
Way.
you're absolutely right. VCR tapes took up so much space.
Yo, you got any of them?
Johnny
today?
Preps used to work at James Way.
If you have somewhere any, especially those Disney masterpiece collections on VHS in this big stupid plastic case, you go ahead and retire right now.
Yeah,
Pro
those things are worth some money, man.
Pro tip.
Yeah, some of those old films like that, especially the smaller things, you know, the Disney stuff, the ones that got destroyed by the kids.
That's it. Yes, it was at the Grossman Lumber Play. Yeah, I was like, it's there somewhere. And Ponderosa, it was where Tractor Supply used to be.
Yep.
I miss Ponderosa was awesome. You could smoke in there, smoking or non. Like
There's no divider, no nothing.
Sit in the smoking section like.
Blowing it over in the non-smoking section.
Yo, we used to go there and just raid the whole shit. My buddy rolls up to the buffet.
Kia Chris has a chainsaw from Caldor with the price tag still on it.
Talking about money.
That's what's up. Caldor.
Talking about money.
I saw somewhere. I want to say it was on Facebook, but it was shirts, T-shirts. And one of them was a Caldor shirt.
Who the f- is this Mr. Zero guy?
Oh,
anyway?
Mr. Zero. See, the Livingston man is very intrigued, Mr. Zero.
Yeah, we run the same streets, if nothing else.
Yeah, Ponderosa was awesome, Eric M1RV. I used to kill the buffet at Sizzler's, this Prepper Book Club.
Never been to a Sizzler in my life. It's we had upstate. It's upstate New York. We had Ponderosa.
Yeah, we had the Ponderosa. There was one in Pulaski.
Just get that buffet.
Up until about. Man, I want to say it's about 3 years ago.
You could serve yourself ice cream. You just fucking
the one in
freak out.
Pulaski was a Ponderosa, just bigger than the one we had here, and it closed. Oh, Mr. Zero's giving you the Neptune Diner. Damn.
Yo, me and my friend. Yo, we were riding our bicycles around, and we found this like VHS tape that somebody threw out the car on the side of the road, and like my buddy's like, "There's definitely porn. I'm taking this." And he drags his dirty ass VHS cassette home and puts it in his parents' fucking VCR, all like just off the side of the road and shit. And yes, it was.
Oh, good.
It
Lord.
was fucking like some porn, bro. And he's like,
Monster Mash. Good evening. Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
We're talking about porn and Ponderosa Buffet and
Ponderosa
Video
Buffet.
Cave and your favorite movie. So what is it?
Anything except what might possibly kill us tonight.
All that
we
shit
don't even
sounds
want
like.
to talk about it.
If
We don't
all
wanna
that
hear
stuff
about
that
it.
I just mentioned didn't kill us, we're pretty fucking strong, bro.
Johnny Prep says, I think there's still a Ponderosa open. Oh,
I think isn't there like there's
Livingston man, bring me Google right now. I need to know if there is a Ponderosa Steakhouse open in the United States of America. Is there still a Ponderosa restaurant? Yeah. By October 2022, there was 17 remains.
They call them Bonanza now.
Are they? And Bonanza Steakhouses, Wikipedia, where are you, Ponderosa? There's got to be one.
They filed for Chapter 7 liquidation and all kinds of terrible shit happened.
Oh no.
Oh no, they merged with Red Lobster along the way. Like,
whoa. That was your downfall.
Red Lobster has replaced my beloved.
My predictive text was telling. And I just want to know. Columbus, Ohio still has Ponderosa.
What did the predictive text even say?
I have to take him to the land that doesn't exist to eat the food that he wants. Beefsteak Charlie, says the prepared Irishman.
I'll take Ron Jeremy because he's fucking crazy. Like, the fucking sex goblin. Like, why are we here? This is Hudson Valley Prepping.
Because we're going to Ponderosa Steakhouse in Ohio.
Motherfuckers in here talking about beefsteak Charlie. I got a beefsteak for your Charlie Irish, okay? clear and present danger. Is there an Adderall shortage? God, I hope not. How could I ever focus?
Indiana has a Ponderosa. Son of a bitch. Ponderosa is in Ohio.
Cool. So I guess they both don't exist. Cool. So if you heard it first, guys, Ponderosa's kaput.
Oh, man. Dude, Butler, Pennsylvania has one, says Johnny Preps.
You know where else I straight up never been and I ain't even BSing you is White Castle.
Motherfucker.
Never been. Like, should we do like Mike and Livingston?
I'm just going to put him in the fucking car.
Like Mike and Livingston go to White Castle? Like, that'd be a hell of a movie.
Bro, all you do is go in the drive-thru, right? And you drive around.
Tell them I need 50 of everything.
No, you just stop and say, I'd like a crave case. And then you drive up to the next window.
You get them little chicken sliders.
And you just get a crave case of cheeseburgers. And you just pull it in the window. And you're good. You got 30 burgers. You're good. You're good, right?
Don't they have fries and little chickens? And I mean, I want the whole shit. I ain't been there ever in my life. White Castle sucks. So let me tell you, I get the ones from the store where I microwave them, so I pray to God they're doing better than that.
Yeah.
We took Mike to Five Guys. He walks in there.
Oh, man. The
What do you
crow.
want? What do you want on your burger? He's like, let me
That's
get
a good
everything.
movie.
Chick looked at him like, she was like, he's like, yeah, everything. They literally put everything on a burger. He took 2 bites. He said, wraps it up.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wraps up. We're good. Me and Eric, me and the Viking samurai lumberjack. We're sitting there
Forever.
feasting on our custom made burgers. That Five Guys was crazy. Wasn't it like a Sunday?
Yeah.
We went to
in
up
like
there.
the Colony Center Mall or some shit.
We
like
wanted
that.
to go. It was Crossgates, wasn't it? No, not Crossgates. The other one.
No, we went to the Army Navy store.
We wanted to go to the Mohawk Army Navy in
Yeah.
Latham, right?
Yeah.
And we went there, and
We hit them all on the way back. Why not?
we go to all right. So Five Guys burger joint in the mall. Crossgates, Colony Center. I don't care.
Yeah,
Big
one
mall.
of them,
And Five Guys has like the corner. Like you can walk in from outside directly to Five Guys. So we do that.
Yeah, Five
Mike
Guys
doesn't
is a
know
little
how to.
pricey.
Mike doesn't know how to Five Guys, and
Dog food
it's
bags.
wild. There's like nothing but goth chicks running the store. There's punk rock music, like literally Rancid is playing on the PA system. I was in my glory. But then when you look around, what there is, so there's
Yes,
nothing.
Jay Creature, you did it. Nobody can take that from you.
There was nothing but Asian people. There was nothing but Asian people in the punk rock American goth burger place. And then it reminded me of stuff.
Homemade fajitas.
Remember when they had
Y'all are making me hungry now.
remember when they had a Wendy's in Hudson by the.
Island Burger is greater than Five Guys. Hey, gotta try it all, man. Just got an alert. Shooting in Maine. What are they shooting at in Maine? Uh-oh. That's not good. Goth girl slinging burgers. Sign me up, says Prepper.
Crossgate Small Five Guys, bro. It was fucking cool. I mean, so we went to the Wendy's in Hudson. Remember when they had that? In the same plaza that Tractor Supply's in?
Yeah.
Went to Wendy's.
I don't know why it didn't last, bro. Wendy's is slamming.
They could have single-handedly like lived off of me if they just stuck. I
Kia
go
Chris said that he hasn't had fast food in quite some time.
I go there. It was another of the strangest place. I went there, and Wendy's is Wendy's, right? But okay, so again, we had the trifecta. There is nothing but old ass people. I mean, I'm talking old ass people. Elmer and Edna like came out for lunch with fucking all of them. There's nothing but country music. And I'm talking about, country music blasting out the PA system. There's nothing but black people working there. And I'm like, this segmentation is just impressive. I was imagining that every segment was annoyed by the other segment. Like the old folks didn't like the black people, and the black people didn't like the country music. And, so the country music didn't like either of them.
They were setting them up for failure.
What the hell was going on?
That's terrible.
Now it's a curry house.
That's terrible. Watchman says Wendy's has gone downhill since the lockdown as well. I've been to a newish fast food place to me, a Chick-fil-A. I stopped at a Chick-fil-A, got a chicken sandwich, and me and my son, we were going out to Pulaski to go fishing, and we picked up a. Apparently, they do a 30-pack.
Some people call that the Lord's chicken.
Chicken nuggets.
Is that
right?
what you came away from? A 30-piece nugget.
But all right, so hear me out, Livingston. Now, if you're talking about the Lord's chicken nugget, right? This is the Lord's chicken nugget. What would you it's not. Let me tell you something.
It's crispy.
No. All right, so yeah, but hear me out. It wasn't like
like you're eating.
It wasn't like a nugget, okay? It wasn't a nugget at all. It was like a cube-ish of perfect white breast meat from a chicken.
It's a panko nugget.
It was fabulous.
Not quite as square, but it was maybe
it was like hunks of meat
that was a panko.
that were battered.
It's a panko nugget.
Eric says the Lord's chicken nugget is the egg. You get them hard boiled, fried. I like my Lord's chicken nugget with bacon, egg, and cheese.
Well, I think a Lord's chicken nugget must be like when you like deep fry the hatchlings. Like
Moldy Soldier says there's an awesome burger joint in Des Moines called Zombie Burger. Killer shakes too. One place I've been is Wahlburgers in Boston. Slamming.
Wahlburgers. That's like
Marky Mark's brother, who wasn't an actor. He had to have something to do.
Donnie?
No, no, he's an actual actor.
He's got a third one.
Yeah.
Punk ass motherfucker nobody know about.
Yeah, exactly. He's the guy who cooks.
Imagine being him. Like.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a good thing going, man.
Good for him. He's probably the happiest of them all, really.
They do really, really good. You should get a. They call it the Thanksgiving dinner. Slam.
Don't put turkey on a fucking burger bun.
It was turkey burger.
Nope. Gross.
Slam.
Okay, I'll walk in the joint wearing a fucking New York Yankees hat and fuck shit up. Fuck you, Boston.
KFC Chicken Little.
No, they putting turkey on the burgers out here. Losers.
Active shooting in Maine and Washington. Saratoga, Morning County. Officer involved shooting, scanner notes. Whoa. Holy shit. Interesting. Wow. Apparently, Anne-Marie says Wahlburgers suck and way overpriced. See, that's the problem is I didn't have their regular burger.
Willing to take her word for
it. Just something fancy off the menu.
The best burger I ever had was at this fucking hole.
I believe that Monster Mash Beyond Meat is Soylent Green.
We went to an Irish pub like 2 blocks off of Times Square. Couldn't tell you what it's called. Maloney's, McCogan's, whatever.
Independent Men United. Good evening.
I got this burger. It was and it had the salted, salt-cured bacon on top of it, and it was the best burger I had in my life from this like Irish pub in like right off Times Square, 2 blocks off. I don't know the city, but if you're in Times Square and you know what I'm talking about so far, I don't know. We took a right and headed into the Diamond District, and somewhere between the Diamond District and Times Square, there's this killer Irish pub like Maloney, Baloney, whatever. Get the Celtic burger, damn, and a pint of Guinness while you're at it. Irishman knows what I'm talking about. He's like, I own that place, bro. That's how I know you. I knew it.
Oh, snap.
You guys...
yeah, we went from great movies to now I'm absolutely freaking starving. I can't wait to go home and consume some food now. Starving. Thank you.
Remember me, Eddie?
The pig.
When I killed your brother!
O'Reilly, says the prepared Irishman.
O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
O'Reilly's copyright.
Carmine's on 44th Street. Planks in the
It was
German
definitely
village.
Omick something or other. Old McDonald had a farm pub.
Oh man.
I'm allowed to smack talk the Irish. I'm adopted. My wife is Irish.
Steak, cheese, garlic, chili wedge. Man.
I got protein for you. I got a protein.
On that note right there, I want to thank y'all for being here on this We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to have to go take it to the Waffle House, Charlie. We out of here. We headed to the Waffle House. Stay safe, folks. If you can't stay safe, stay dangerous. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, we out of here.